If you haven't heard, the cloud gaming platform Blacknut has signed a deal with Ubisoft to stream their games. And from what I've heard, this should also include Activision Blizzard games sometime in the future. We've also noticed that this announcement comes almost exactly a year since they published their first article about it. So in this cloud chat, we talk about what we think will happen with other platforms very soon. If you guys wanted to go over a recap of exactly what's going on here.
Just a refresher for people who aren't aware that Ubisoft has everywhere they're allowed to. They have an exclusive streaming agreement with Microsoft as part of the CMA allowing Microsoft to purchase Activision. You know, anti-monopolistic stuff and all that to protect cloud gaming's future. They were forced to sell or lease that off. So for 15 years, Ubisoft has Microsoft's Activision game library under their control. So they're the ones that will be putting it under their own streaming and leasing it out to other companies. There's some exceptions to that. Even in the Ubisoft press announcement, they talk about some areas. There's not. They're not allowed to have that exclusivity.
It mentions specifically for companies within the European Economic Area. So the European Commission requires Microsoft to allow cloud gaming services to let anybody who owns the game in that territory play the Activision Blizzard games via streaming for free.
Yeah.
For example, is Boosteroid a company that's centered within that economic area, or?
Yes,
I thought it was centered.
The problem with Boosteroid is they also work in America, so they are probably trying to follow everybody's rules, not just theirs, to an extent.
Right, but that might be, that might kind of point towards them having access to this kind of Ubisoft deal, even if it's just centered within the European areas.
Sure.
Yeah, it's going to be very weird how that all works. I mean, it's very cloudy. It's very cloudy.
A joke.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
It's very cloudy. Blacknut is now going to be launching games on the 20th, okay? And what's interesting is that they now have they revealed that they're going to have more later this year, which is going to be very interesting. And I think they're the first of many.
Right, because Ubi has exclusive streaming rights for Activision Blizzard games for 15 years after Microsoft bought them. Right?
Yes. So according to this article, almost a year ago now, which is I think is the trigger. Yeah, I mean they're going live August 20th, which is almost exactly a year after they have this announcement. So I'm guessing they made some kind of deal almost a year ago, August 20th, 2023. And the actual
And I'm surprised it's taken so long.
The
clock is running on 15 years.
I mean, the clock I'm guessing there's some kind of year deal they had. No one can do anything before a year. Maybe to prepare, I'm guessing.
Perhaps a restructuring from the company might have had some changes, considering that most of their major releases are going to be on the back half of 2024. World of Warcraft: The War Within dropping on the 26th, 6 days after that would have already taken place. And then we've got Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It's going to be releasing in October.
That's a good point.
If there's anything coming, I expect it's going to be in before Q3 starts. They want to get in before... say the Christmas season, if they have anything planned. You want to take advantage of those big flagship titles.
See, what I mean, that's a good point. You never know how I don't know how they're going to be doing this Activision Blizzard games. I think they're coming later, though. I think they're going to launch these games, and then they're going to say, hey, now you can stream them after a certain point. What I think is going to happen with all this is that more companies are going to be lining up, getting the Ubisoft deal. Luna already has it. Amazon Luna already has it. But I think maybe, say, Boosteroid might get up next, and then, I don't know, maybe OnePlay. Because those are the big hitters. And I see every one of these bigger companies lining up to get these Ubisoft deal, and then adding the Activision Blizzard games afterwards. So everyone gets the deal, and then everybody's going to have their fair share to get the Activision Blizzard games at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any crazy evidence, but I do see some signs that could be where that's headed. I'm sure Ubi's looking to take advantage of their position at this point. And now that they're making moves, it would be reasonable that they would drop their stuff first and then start sliding the other stuff around.
Yeah. No, I don't have any news on any of these companies that are partnering with Ubisoft. I just found it really interesting that Ubisoft is, or Blacknut is first up on the list. Now, we've covered Blacknut plenty in the past, especially back in 2021. No one else was doing it.
Us.
But
it's the thing with Blacknut, right? They don't, they're not popping up on everybody's feed.
No.
But then they do stuff like get partnerships with Square, and like they just pull stuff out of nowhere. Like Blacknut is surprising.
Blacknut is big business to business, so they actually provide services for a lot of these companies, and I do believe the Square Enix one is more B2B rather than B2C.
Yeah, they definitely play the business game a lot better than the other ones that aren't, that are in their same weight class, we should say.
Yeah.
As cloud service.
Yeah. So I see it hitting, or at least Activision Blizzard hitting Luna first, because Ubisoft has always gone to Luna first. I do see, having their own service. Of course, Ubisoft has their own service, as I talked about before. Or I should say, launching their own service. I have no idea when they are. It was, they launched that one game for, was it like 6 days or something like that? I have no idea how it went or what the status is or the results of that test. No idea. But it worked pretty well for us. And yes, they were using Amazon Web Services. And, so is Luna. Luna's Amazon. So they have a big partnership together with Amazon. So I see at least the Activision Blizzard games coming to Amazon Luna first. But I don't know if Boosteroid here has gotten or is lined up for a deal. I would say they are. I've heard something that they've been in talks with Ubisoft for quite some time now, officially, not like a install section kind of deal. So I see them getting at least something very soon. But, who knows? They could announce it next week after the 20th. Never know. And
speculation.
OnePlay, they remember. I made a report about this not too long ago. It was a couple months ago. Is that they shut down? They removed all the Ubisoft and Activision games from their servers, probably in preparation for this.
Yeah. To get going legit. I would love to know the legal situation in India. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm studied a lot more in Europe and the US, but I have no idea how India works.
idea. So I'm guessing they would get it because I do believe that's why they took them down, so they could, legally sign the agreement to do this.
Yeah, because then not only are you getting, even if it's like not a legality thing, you're getting support from them too.
Right.
Like they are working with you.
Yes.
If you're part of their program.
Yes. So I know OnePlay's a great service. I even get great, streaming, 200 milliseconds of latency, but great streaming from their games on OnePlay from America. So they are legit stuff. They stream really well. So I've got no problems with them going legit, especially with Ubisoft. And on top of that, Activision Blizzard games. Hopefully, they can sign a deal with Microsoft as well. More Game Pass support.
It looks likely with what you've highlighted.
If anyone has any insights on the India situation, please leave a comment and let us know.
That would be great. Any closing stuff on this?
Not really. I'm just kind of curious where it's going to go. I think the second half of this year is gonna start turning it up, and we'll see when it starts. I think the flood's coming soon.
Yeah. I think the floodgates are going to be open for this Ubisoft stuff. Ubisoft, Activision, Blizzard stuff real soon. And it's going to be like, we're not going to be the only ones talking about it, if you know what I mean. Let us know your thoughts on this in the comments below. And if you like this style of cloud chat, let us know about that too. And don't forget to give this video a like and make sure to subscribe to keep it locked right here at the only place where you do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle. I'm the Black Knight. See you in the next one.